Hello students, welcome to Melicoras.
So let me start, Just check what we did, nomenclature we are doing. In that nomenclature, polynomial nomenclature, binomial nomenclature and the trinomial nomenclature. Please remember, trinomial nomenclature is the neat part. This is not NCERT part. So we have to strictly follow trinomial nomenclature only and only for the NEET examination. Similarly, if it is polynomial nomenclature, then I have to check this only for the NEET examination, not for the board examination. Fine. So this is the two things, but NCERT textbook know about the binomial nomenclature, which is the most acceptable one. So that we have to see for the NEET at the same time for the board examination, right? So we will give stress to the binomial nomenclature first. Okay. So this is our topic that we need to discuss today. So let's start. Initially, when people started giving the names, they used polynomial nomenclature. Nomenclature. Now we need to know what is polynomial nomenclature. By seeing this name only, you can understand, you must have understood this one, that poly means many, right? And nomial means what? Names. So you are giving multiple names for a single individual. Suppose the names are something like, let me give you the example, then we will discuss. The example is, yes, chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum. Leaf is grassalis. Just see this name. Everything I have written in a one line. Yes, chrysanthemum I have written. Then I have written leaf, L-E-A-F, leaf, is, I-S-Is, then grassalis I have written. Okay, and again, one more word I have to use, that is biloba. See, for one name, for representing one individual, I have given such a big name. And again, there is a problem. What is the problem? Let me tell you. Suppose by hearing that name, somebody can understand that chrysanthemum is a flowering plant. Okay, let me tell you this one. Flowering plant it is. It is a very beautiful white color flowers it has. So leaf is grassalis. Leaf is grassalis means what? The leaf may be grass like, something like this. Yes. Again in the last they have written biloba. That means what I can understand? I can understand that suppose the leaf is grass like, but they have this kind of bilobed kind of structure, something like this. I can understand. And some people are there who might have this concept like, if I change this to what? Biloba, if I will write first and then I will write the grassalis. Therefore, what I can understand, that is the chrysanthemum leaf is bilobe. That means the leaf must have two bilobe structure like this, and it is grass-like. So it will happen what? It is something like this. I can draw. See the two diagram. This diagram, I can see the leaf is grassalis and then I have put this bilobe structure. And in this case, what I did, I have drawn the bilobe structure initially and then I have said, no, this is the grass kind of also. So by seeing this two diagram, you can easily understand that if I have given this type of name, then that name never can identify one organism properly. There must have some problem, right? So polynomial nomenclature was discarded. Why? Because it has many names for one individual. So please write one more point here. That is, polynomial nomenclature means the naming of individual in which its name has more than one name. Okay, more than one name if it is there, then that is known as polynomial nomenclature. Example is chrysanthemum, leaf is grassalis, biloba. With number 2 nomenclature, and that is the binomial nomenclature. Okay, so in the binomial nomenclature, the name itself indicate bi means what? It is two, and nomial means what? Names. That means we are going to give two names for one organism, and that two names in what order or what fashion, that also we need to see. Before that, let us check who actually give this information that about the binomial nomenclature, and how we need to know that which one binomial nomenclature is considered to be the exact scientific nomenclature and which one we couldn't consider as the scientific nomenclature, right? So these are the some of the point that we need to see here. So please write down the binomial nomenclature was proposed by, please remember his name is Carl Lean, right? Curling. So he proposed this concept, binomial nomenclature concept, and he gave one statement. And what is that statement? This is known as rule of priority. Okay, so this is rule of priority. Please remember one point, that this rule of priority, it was first established in the year 1st May 1753. Okay, 1st May 1753. Before that, if the organism is given some kind of name, though that name must have like two names, whatever it is, but that name is not considered as the true scientific name. And if the names are given after this 1753 1st May, then that name is considered to be the scientific name. But there are also some problems, and those problems we have to see separately, right? So please write this 2 points, and then we will go for the next. Sorry, this should be rule, right? Rule of priority, not rule, rule of priority. Now let me give you one question, and from that question only you can easily understand what is the rule of priority. Okay, so suppose one tree is there, one plant is there, and the plant name in different years differently. These in 1752, the plant name is A. Okay, in 1st May 1755, the plant name was B, and in 2nd May, okay, 2000, the plant name is C. Now identify which name is known as valid name and which one is synonym. Yes, anybody, if you know, please give this answer. The oldest name is considered as valid name because it is first name, right? And the new name is considered as synonym. If it is asking valid name, then I will give the answer as B. If they are asking about the synonym, then my answer will be the C. Fine. Please write down the definition for the valid name and the synonym. The name of organism which is given after 1st May 1753. Yes, 1st May 1753. The names are considered to be valid, considered to be the scientific or binomial names, but out of which the oldest name is considered as the valid name, whereas the new name is known as synonym. Fine. So this is valid name, this is synonym, new name, oldest name. I hope this part is clear to everyone. Yes. So we wrote the 2 points. Then number 3 point. Please write down about the binomial nomenclature. Carl Linne wrote or published 2 book, namely Systema Naturae. Yes. And one more is Species Plantarum. Okay. One is Systema Naturae, other one is Species Plantarum. So please write down under Systema Naturae. The 10th edition of this book considered to be valid nomenclature book for animals. And about the Species Plantarum, after 1st May 1753, this book is considered to be the valid nomenclature book for plants. One is for and other one is for animal. Please remember, animal book is the 10th edition. So this part is fully NEET part, and you will get this 2 book name in NEET examination also. So don't get confused. If it is Plantarum, then for plants. If it is Naturae, then it is for animal. Right? Now, see what happened. Like Carl Linne proposed all the binomial nomenclature. He wrote the book also, published the book also. But thing is that who is going to control all the nomenclature? So for them, some societies are there. So one society is for plant and the other society is for animal, right? So please write down the society name. So as we are doing nomenclature, can anybody give this answer? What is ICBN? Yes, please remember. Let me write this name, then I will show you where is the difference. Okay, see, this is International Code for Botanical Nomenclature. And one is International Code for or of. See, both the things are same only, but where is the difference? Can you see here for and this is of, and there actually student do mistake. If we know one full form, expand form, then we used to say the same expand form the other also, right? If I know this is for, then next time also I will say the for zoological nomenclature I used to write. But for is for the botanical and of is for the zoological, right? So do not forget these 2 names, for and of thing. One is related with the botany and other one is zoology. This is the 4th point that we have considered. And then number 5th point, last point, it is the most acceptable nomenclature technique in which some rules are present, or the criteria. Instead of writing rule, you can also write criterias. Criterias are present. So those criterias we need to write. Remember the criterias that will ask in the board examination. So you have to write all the 4 criteria which is given in your NCERT textbook. Apart from that, I will give some other criterias also that will helpful for the NEET examination. Okay.